US ground options in Iran, 3 paths but one escalation ladder. The debate in Washington is no longer theoretical. If the air power and standoff strikes fail to achieve decisive outcomes, the question becomes very inevitable. Do you put boots on the ground in Iran? But this is not a single decision. It is a spectrum of choices, each one deeper, riskier, and harder to reverse. First, the limited ground raid. This is the most calibrated option, short duration, high intensity operation designed to hit, disrupt, and then leave. Think special forces and marine units inserted to seize or destroy critical targets like coastal missile batteries, strategic oil terminals, or even high-value nuclear-linked facilities. The objective over here is not occupation, it is just disruption. And militarily, the United States is exceptionally good at this kind of warfare. But here's the limitation. You can damage Iran's capabilities, you cannot eliminate them. Iran's missile forces are dispersed, hardened, and deeply buried. So even after successful raid, the retaliation will come through drones, proxies, and maritime pressure in the Gulf. A sharp, precise strike, but no decisive endgame. Second, the expanded ground campaign. This is where the mission shifts from disruption to denial. Now the objective is not just to hit targets, but to secure and neutralize them. We are talking about multi-axis operations, coastal entry points, followed by inland pushes to missile complexes, nuclear infrastructure, and command and control nodes. Not days, but weeks of sustained presence. On paper, this could significantly degrade Iran's warfighting capability and capacity, but the risks multiply instantly because Iran does not fight conventionally alone. It fights through layers of missiles, militia, and maritime choke points. The Strait of Hormuz thus becomes a battlefield. Global shipping becomes a target, energy markets react within hours, and suddenly what began as a military campaign starts looking like a regional war. Operational success, strategic escalation. The third option is a full-scale invasion. This is the most extreme and least likely option. A large-scale ground invasion aimed not just at military targets, but at reshaping the Iranian state itself. Regime change. But this is where history becomes a warning. Iran is not Iraq, it's larger, more populous, more geographically complex, and far more prepared for prolonged resistance. Any invasion would trigger not just battlefield responses, but a nationwide insurgency, and beyond Iran's border, the conflict would expand through proxies, partners, and global alignments. This would not be a campaign, it would be a long war. Maximum ambition, maximum uncertainty. So what is the real choice before Washington? Not whether to act, but how far to go. A raid offers control, but limited impact. A campaign offers impact, but invites escalation. And an invasion offers transformation, but risks a strategic trap. Because deeper the United States gets into Iran, the more complex the battlefield becomes, militarily, regionally, and economically. So the final word on this could be, Iran cannot be neutralized quickly, it cannot be occupied easily, which means any ground operation at any scale is not just a military decision, it's a commitment to escalation, and once that ladder is climbed, coming down becomes the hardest part.